And, I was an alcoholic. Well, you're always an alcoholic. I'm sober now, but
When did you get sober?
I've tried for years, but, more than a year ago, because
That's recently.
I had a couple of public things. I don't know if you know
great.
that.
Didn't know that.
A couple of DUIs. Not one.
Oh.
2 within 6 months. Like, are you kidding me?
They wanted to send you one more, and they send you to adult military academy.
Go. Yeah. So no, it was, you make mistakes. Don't drink and drive. Okay, please, ever. And those are some failures. And then your kids have got to see this shit, and it's on the news and all that stuff, and it's just like, oh God. But I guess to say it's another wake up call. I had been sober before that, and then just one day you slip, and then you get behind the wheel. That's literally what had happened both times.
Slip like you had 6 months or a year.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
And, you have a relapse, and then I had solid time before that first one, and then you have a day, and you're like, oh. The first.
What would make you drink?
Oh, I'm triggered by everything. Well, that particular one, because you talk yourself into it. The one was I decided I wanted to change my sobriety date to New Year's Day. That's how dumb that type of thinking is, right? That's the alcoholic thinking. The alcoholic will plan and scheme, right? And so you start planning and scheming and thinking how you're going to have that drink for what? Now it goes back to the ADHD and the ADD, because you need to suppress the thing that's going on. Like, you feel a bit out of control, so you want to control it. So you typically control it with a substance, right? Like, maybe I can put this in line, or else I feel like it's less, whatever, racy. And so, you make those types of decisions for that reason.
When I hear you talk about your alcoholism, I'm codependent. So
Me too.
My problem is, what kind of standard of behavior can I hold a drug addict or an alcoholic to?
Sobriety is the only standard.
But interpersonally.
To their behavior?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do anything.
No, I'm saying, how should I react? Should I react with
compassion?
Yes.
You could say, I see you're struggling. Do you want to talk about it? That's all you can do.
They're late. They're and I'm not saying because they're actively drinking, they're just,
it's alcoholic behavior.
Yeah. Alcoholic behavior. It's over 25 years. I've figured out how to do it, but it's not easy. Meaning, when I say it, I mean hold the alcoholic or drug addict to a standard. They hate it. They plead how it's not fair, how it's wrong. That all the alcoholics and mental illness excuses. And it's kind of like, it's kind of not my problem.
It's not your problem at all.
Yeah.
It's their problem. If it affects your life, then it's your problem. And now they're your problem. And then you have to just let them go. Especially if it becomes toxic or, like that. If you hold them to a standard because you had to have a lunch date is one thing. Or if they're working for you, then it's like you get this third strike, you're done here. And I wanted to keep you on, but this doesn't work. I've had to get rid of some people in my life that are toxic. And it's like, oh, I've known you for almost 30 years, but you know what? You're kind of shitty. So no.
Have people let you go and you've been like, yep.
I'm sure. There are some friendships that are a mystery to me that aren't continued. And I've always been like, what did I do? And this goes back to possibly the impulsivity or the codependence, which is an insistence that we're friends in a certain particular way. And a lot of people are like, that's not that's not the way I have interpersonal relationships. So, but if you have this codependence, which sometimes is triggered by the ADHD, is because if you're not quite sure of yourself because of ADD, like, is this out of line? Is that out of line? Then I'm checking in with you, which makes you have to then be my guardrail, which is just what you were talking about. Like, what is your responsibility to this person's crazy mind and how you have to deal with and help him navigate the water? It's like, dude, you got your own boat. Maybe you should get out of the water.
Yeah.
So that those things invade on every level too. Check this checking in type
Well,
thing.
it's checking in with the sick person.
Yeah.
It's going to the problem for the solution.
Right. Although I will say, I have told my kids, if there's one thing I would have redone, it's I never would have taken a drink. my life would be much different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'd be much happier had I never done that.
Happier today if you'd never drank.
Yeah.
But you haven't drunk in a year.
Oh, I'm happy.
Right, but I'm saying
I can be with my
yeah.
unbridled
you're the 20-lane highway.
Yeah. But you're really limiting the possibility of your happiness during all those years of drinking. 50 years. First time I got drunk the first time at 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that went on for 50 fucking years.
I didn't know. I don't recall you being a drunk when we worked together.
Well, no. I mean, it was always manageable. I wouldn't be drunk at work.
Yeah.
No, never at work.
You didn't even seem hungover. You just seemed like,
no. Yeah. Well,
even like you played a good drunk. Like we do. Like, look.
Sure.
Like, so yeah, you never struck me as drunk, but.
No, not at work.
No, yeah, I got it. But you didn't look puffy or whatever. So.
Yeah. I mean, there'd be spells I could go. I would be able to go for 6-8 months and not drink because I'd be determined. Like this is in my way. Let me put this down, and I'll just get straight. But I wasn't in program.
Do you have a ton of regret, missed opportunities, things like that, based around drinking? And how do you handle the shame and the regret?
You just don't like that. You have to look past it. It's over. I didn't hurt anybody. Except myself.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's, hurt me, work wise. But I'm sober now. And, but so, yeah, and things like that. And just where you could have been better or sharper or whatever, or, there was one show I was on and it was when my marriage was falling apart and it was pretty obvious. Like, you got something going on there, big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's, here's the thing. It's never going to help you. Now, socially, it makes people feel less anxious. Okay, yep. I get it. So does box breathing. So do that.
Yeah, it's not the most. It's hard to box breathe and catch up. I'll say that at a party. I've tried it. People didn't love it.
I'm saying before you go to the party, whatever. But you don't need to escape your present moment. What your desire is to be present. And so don't run away from it. Just get there. Stay there.
People don't know their desires to be present.
No, they don't.
There's just not, it's not what we're trained to do.
Right.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.